all the states. And then we have an organization called Miss USA, which I've never personally competed in, but it's another organization that does competitions similar to Miss America. And you're correct, they do have then a Miss Universe. So that's able to then celebrate lots of different cultures. I think there was another one. Your friend had hand raised back there. Or over here. Someone did. Why do I have a crown? So the 4 pillars, the 1, 2, 3, 4, remember how we talked about service, scholarship, success, and style? Yeah. So the crown, of course, is a beautiful example of being a state title holder. But we actually had a Miss Minnesota. She might have came and visited the kiddos back in 2019. Her name was Catherine Rivers. And she had, her service initiative was called the Invisible Crown. So the crown itself is an example of the pillars of the organization that we get to wear, but then we also all have our invisible crown. So we all have the things that we get to celebrate even if you don't have a crown or a shiny hat on top of your head. Yes? What? Sorry, I'm gonna come a little closer. What was that, buddy? Where do I live? Where do I live? Good question. So I actually took a 5-hour drive just to come see all you today. Pretty cool. I know, it was quite the road trip, but I live all the way over in the Twin Cities, which is 5 hours away in a town called Mound. Yep. Yes.
Who was the youngest Miss Minnesota?
The youngest Miss Minnesota, good question. You know what? I would say 18 years old or 19 years old. I think Catherine Pippers was 19 when she won. The Miss Minnesota organization to compete in Miss runs from the age of 18 to 25. So you kind of have like an age limit cut off there. Yes. How old do you think I am?
You look like 20.
20.
You look young. You look young.
I'll take 12. I'll take 12 because you know when
You look like you're a 29-year-old.
a 29-year-old? You know what that humbles me. That means when I'm 80, I'm gonna look 60.
Yes.
I'll take it. I'm 22.
22?
Yes.
You look 19.
I'm prepared to look 9 and 12. You know what? 24. Okay, a little closer.
I guess 20.
You guys 20? Well, you're spot on.
Do you have any talent?
Do I have any talent? Thank you for asking. Yeah, so my talent is dance, which, of course, maybe we could do like a little group if we have some time at the end here. So, would you have been around when Rachel Evangelisto came to do her talent for you last year?
Yeah.
Okay, so she did kind of like the kung fu karate style. I do, on the other end, I do competitive dance. So jazz, tap, ballet, lyrical, all of those. So that's what I competed with for both Miss Minnesota and Miss America. Yes. My favorite thing to do, like in general, when I have free time, good question. I love to spend time with my family and friends. Family and friends are very, very important to me. And when I have free time, you know, Miss Minnesota is a really, really busy job. She's on the go a lot. I'm on the road, in the car. I spend a lot of time in the car. So I usually like staying home and rest. Maybe venture outside. I like taking a good hike or a walk by nature. Those are some of the fun things I like to do. Yeah.
When was the first Miss Minnesota?
The first Miss Minnesota, so I'm the 87th Miss Minnesota, who's really good at math. 2024 minus 87. Mom? This is what she's here for, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll get my calculator out.
She'll do math and then I'll let you know. 1937. So the first Miss Minnesota was in 1937, 87 years ago.
I was kind of shocked.
Close though. Yes.
What's your favorite board game?
Favorite board game? Oof, it's been a minute. I remember Candyland. I don't even know if you guys would have played Candyland.
I love
Yeah, it's
It's
great.
still around?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot. I'm 12. I should know that. Kidding. I know. I'm 22. I'm kidding. Yes. What's my full name? My real name? My family name? My family name. So my father is from Mexico City, and our family name, I guess, would originate as Amerigo. So that's my last name. Yes. Yes, go for it. Are the diamonds on my crown real? No. They're like Swarovski stones probably of some kind, but they're not real diamonds, so thankfully crystals. Yeah, like crystal stones, not diamond. This would be a very expensive crown if it was real diamond. Yes. Probably. I can see that being a possibility. I've had a few try to take the crown in general, just, thinking that it like pops right off, but it is definitely attached to my head, so feel a little yang. Yes.
Are you glad to be Miss Minnesota?
Am I glad? Yes. I am glad to be Miss Minnesota. So one of the things that I'll share with you all is right now you see me sitting here and I'm Miss Minnesota, but really it took me 5 years to get to this spot. So I started competing in the Miss America organization in 2019 and competed at many different locals, and I was second runner-up to Miss Minnesota, first runner-up to Miss Minnesota, which is a fancy way of saying second, and then this past year finally won Miss Minnesota. So it was definitely a dream in the making. Yeah.
What is your favorite type of dancing?
Favorite type of dancing? So now that I teach dance, I feel like it's changed throughout the last couple of years. I really love a fun jazz routine, but I also love a dance that can tell a story. The talent that I competed at Miss Minnesota the year that I won was to a song called You Haven't Seen the Last of Me, and it was like a lyrical, contemporary, almost Broadway-esque piece, so that was super fun to perform. Any other questions? I like all the questions so far. You're getting me on my toes. Yes. Go for it.
Do you have a favorite flower?
A favorite flower? Good question. I'm a huge fan of all flowers, which I feel like that's a very cliche response as a woman. Love all flowers. I would say roses. I love sunflowers too.
That's my middle name.
Roses are real name. That's awesome. Oh, beautiful name.
What's your favorite type of food?
Favorite type of food? Is anybody a fan of pasta? Like noodles pasta? Yeah. Noodles. I love a good Italian meal.
Yep.
Are those all pasta hands or are those question hands? There we go. Kurt, go for it, bud. Oh, you didn't eat, that's okay. No worries.
It's fine. I was asking some questions, but I didn't mean to wait for you.
Oh, sure.
What's your favorite song?
Say that one more time.
What's your favorite song?
Oh, my favorite song, yes. What's my favorite song at the moment? You see, the thing is I was at Miss America the 6th through the 14th, and the world kind of stopped, and I forgot music wasn't thing. Oh, I know what it is. Anybody a country music fan? Yes? There's a new song that Morgan Wallen just put out. Does anybody know Morgan Wallen?
I do.
Okay. I can't think of the name of it at the time, but Morgan Wallen, he's been on my car radio lately. Yeah.
What's your favorite drink?
Favorite drink? I'm a fan of water, believe it or not. And if it's not water, I'm not a huge fan. Ooh. Who calls it pop?
Me.
Who calls it
I
soda?
do.
That's a big debate in Minnesota.
My mom said that's no soda.
It is, yeah, some people stand really firm on that. So if it's not water, usually like a lemonade or a strawberry lemonade.
Yeah.
That's my favorite drink.
Do you like coffee?
I love coffee. Angelina, Amerigo, and Miss Minnesota both run on
I
coffee.
got one more.
Yes.
What's your favorite coffee place?
My favorite coffee place. So does anybody know Caribou Coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
That's-
their coffee.
That's one of my favorite places. I'm actually a national ambassador for Caribou Coffee. So pretty fun. Really, really yummy coffee. I'm gonna go down this line and then we'll hop back there. Go for it, bud.
Me?
Did you have a question in the Spider-Man shirt? No, he must have. You're good? Go for it. Yeah.
What do you play with Sam?
Say that one more time, sorry.
What do you play with Sam?
My favorite show? My favorite show? I love the Disney Channel. That's always one of my favorites. But you know what? Clearly Miss Minnesota doesn't have a lot of time off. Miss Minnesota, I haven't watched TV in a while. So I know, isn't that crazy? 24/7. That's yeah, you have. Go for it. All the way in the back there. Here.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color, can you guess?
Pink.
You got it. Yeah, my favorite color is pink.
My favorite color is clear.
Go for it.
My
favorite
color is
game.
red.
I love playing tic-tac-toe. And if it's not tic-tac-toe, what other games do I like to play? You ever play Uno? Uno's a fun game. I like that game. Yes. One more time. Sorry, one more time. My favorite dinosaur. You know what? I'm gonna say a T-Rex. I think their arms are kind of funny. Don't you think the T-Rex arms are kind of funny? Yeah. Okay, back here. What you got? Okay.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant? I like Chipotle. Chipotle is very yummy. It's like rice and chicken and beans. Go for it. I have gone to Disney World. Have you gone to Disney World? My prayer as I leave here is you all get to. They did get rid of Splash Mountain. They're remaking it right now. Back here. Yes. What's up? Go for it, buddy. Yeah. My favorite video game. You know what? I don't remember the last time I played a video game. But does anybody have a Wii? It's like a Wii game. And there was a bowling video game and a tennis one. Yeah, and my family, we used to play those a lot. And they get pretty heated. We're all kind of competitive. Yes, bud. Have I ever been to Legoland? I have not been to Legoland. You did? That's so cool. Back here. I do have a friend who lives in Ohio. The crown and sash. Yes, so beyond holding the title of Miss Minnesota, even when I give it up in June, I still get to keep the crown and the sash. So I can remember forever and hopefully share with my kids and say, look what your cool mom did back in the day. I have not had kids. I am only 22. Yes. Favorite scary movie? I'm not a huge scary movie fan. I guess I'm kind of a scary cat. So I don't know if I've watched too many. I'm not a huge. Yes. Go for it. Favorite movie as a kid? I was a Disney princess movie fan. You can see how that turned out for me. So I would say Cinderella, The Little Mermaid. All of those movies were my favorite as a little kid. Still are my favorite, actually. Yes. What do you want? Oh, what do I want to be when I grow up? We were just chatting about that in our interview, and I think it's funny. We got flying glasses. You good, bud? You gone? Good. You need those to see. So, growing up, I think it's interesting because I was a competitive dancer for 17 years, and then I still do dance within being in the Miss America opportunity, and I've danced a lot being Miss Minnesota. And one of the things that I've learned the most, I think, throughout my time of competing with the Miss America opportunity is when I finished competitive dance, my 17-year-long journey, I was fresh and I was going into college and I was keeping an open mindset and I really didn't know what was next for me in the sense of what I wanted to be when I grew up. But I just kind of kept following those little dreams that were in my heart of doing that next best thing that was going to be pushing me forward. And that ended up being the Miss America opportunity. And at first, fun fact, when I competed in the local, I actually didn't even know that that went on to compete at Miss Minnesota. So what I wanna be when I grow up, I think is just kind of an evolution of what I've been doing over the last couple of years. But I love dancing, I'm a dance teacher and choreographer, so I'm sure that'll be with me for a long time. But then I also love, does anybody, might be young to like kind of know the brand marketing world. Does anyone know like influencers or social media kind of things? So I work with a lot of companies to pull out the best of each brand. So I will be also doing that going forward as I grow up and kind of see where the time takes me. Go for it.
Have you ever got injured while dancing?
Yes. I broke 2 toes. I know. So it was my senior year of dance competition. It was my first competition of the season. I was practicing a dance and I got stuck in between another one of my dancers in my group. Went down, broke 2 toes. I danced on it the rest of the day for 12 dances, and then when I went to the doctor that night, they were like, "Yeah, your toe's broken." I was like, "He goes, did you rest all day?" I said, "Nah." Kind of re-broke it though, but that's alright. Yes, but.
How do you work out?
Say it one more time.
How do you work out?
How do I work out? Okay, one of the other areas of the Miss America organization, we have this, can everyone say Miss America Fit? Perfect. So we have this area of competition for fitness, but what it actually does is it talks about the healthy ways that we move our bodies and our minds. So with a little raise of hands, and I'll pick on someone, what's a way that you keep yourself active, whether it's something that you do not even outside, like running, or maybe it can be reading, swimming, jogging. Let's see, what do you do to stay active? Going on a bike ride, over here.
Play soccer.
Play soccer. And back there.
Your favorite cartoon?
Oh, my favorite cartoon. We're switching targets. Close. I'll come back to that. Favorite cartoon? SpongeBob was my favorite cartoon. SpongeBob is pretty funny. Pretty funny. Yes. Go for it. Say that one more time. My favorite YouTuber, there's these 2, they're a married couple now. Their names are Jess and Gabriel Conti. They do like lifestyle videos. Probably not the same as probably the video games that you were going for, but we're close. Some other questions? Yes.
What's your favorite anime?
Anime? You know what? I've never dove big into anime. Maybe you can teach me some or show me some sometime. I need to do my research.
What's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? Are we talking land animal or land animal? I love dogs. I love puppies.
Me too.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I always wanted a dog growing up, but I was never really home. So maybe in my future I'll have a puppy someday. We'll come back to you, okay? Go back over here.
If you do make money to be Miss Minnesota, how much do you make?
Good question. So Miss Minnesota, she's paid every now and then to come to her appearances, but one of the things that maybe people don't realize is a lot of the work that Miss Minnesota does is community service work. So most actions and volunteer work isn't paid, but that's just kind of the goodness of what the Miss America organization is. There's lots of community service hours that are put into it. Go for it back there. Oh yes, the VR headset. Doesn't it have some like interactive things sometimes? I've seen those. Those are super cool. Those are really cool. Okay, I'm now going over this side. Spend some time over here. Go for it. I don't have a pet at the moment. I had a goldfish and I kept it alive for 8 years. Holy moly. What? No, I kept it alive. I did not eat the goldfish.
I want a goldfish.
Yes.
I have 2 dogs.
You have 2 dogs. What are their names?
Shadow Donald. One is a Wobble, one is a
Oh my goodness.
Shadow Donald.
Favorite species? I love turtles. Anybody like sea turtles? Cool. Go for it. Did you have a question? No. Go for it. So, I love dogs are still considered animals, right? Dogs. I was like trying to calculate the right way. Dogs. Other animals. No way. I like cats too. Cats are cute. Cats, dogs, bears if they weren't as dangerous.
Yeah.
But I think they're cute.
They're adorable.
And monkeys, and I like monkeys.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will not
I have not seen that. Going for it. Yes. Oh.
Have you had any worse injuries than a broken toe?
I have not. I've been very fortunate. Yes. Especially for being a dancer, I'm shocked.
I
So,
broke my arm.
ooh, that must have hurt.
Yeah, I was getting on the trampoline and it just got me.
Oh no. Yes.
Can you put your legs behind your neck?
I cannot put my leg behind my neck. You can.
You can just go.
Let's see it.
Oh
Oh my goodness. Let's see this. Oh my goodness. You are flexible.
It's sticky in
She
here.
can put her leg behind her neck. That's impressive.
I can't do that.
That's very impressive.
You can do the split. I can do it.
That's also impressive. I also can do the splits, but I
See it.
can't do them right now.
Let's see it.
Yes, go for it. Ooh, yes. Yeah, a lot of my flexibility, I was a lot more flexible when I was little compared to now. But dance has trained me a lot to have flexible, I have to be flexible to be, I have to be like flexible figuratively and actually, especially as Miss Minnesota. Yes. I don't have a PS5.
I have a PS4.
I know.
I have a PS4.
Yeah. What's your question, bud? Auto part? Transformers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's your favorite? That's my favorite too. Crazy. Crazy, we have that in common. Yes. You know what? Not as bad as you think. I have what's called really high arches in my feet, and I accredit my dance to a lot of that. So we also have this joke in the pageant world that state title holders will say heels are more comfortable than tennis shoes because you wear them so much. You do.
Yeah,
I kind of like the sound they
like
make
this
sometimes. That's impressive.
I want to go to like.
Fancy dinners. Yeah, they're fun to dress up with.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite fruit? I love raspberries.
Yeah.
My favorite fruit.
That's my favorite.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Favorite subject in school? I really liked, let's see. I really liked history. I wasn't a huge fan of math. It never clicked in my brain the same way, but I really liked reading history and the knowledge of that better than numbers and calculations. Go for it.
Are you native?
I am not native, but I'm going to talk about my good friend Rachel, because she was here last year, and she was the first Indigenous Miss Minnesota in all
Oh yeah, she told us that.
87 years. Yeah.
You are
Yes. Go for it.
My favorite anime is
Goku?
Goku.
Goku?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll have to look them up. Yes. Favorite hotel? I really like hotels in Florida. It's nice and warm in
I
Florida.
love Florida.
Yeah.
That's where my mom lives.
Go for it, bud. All the way back here. That's totally okay. We'll come back to you. We'll come back. You'll remember. Back here, yes. Oh, wait, sorry, I'll pop back to you. Go for it. I'm not double jointed. Actually, I might be in my hands, but nowhere else. Or you're. Yes. Oh, yeah. Wow. You can have your head.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
What?
Yes. Stranger Things. I've never watched that show series, but I know I've heard good things about it. Heard good things about it. You guys have lots of good questions. You prepared me well. How much time do we have? Because I want to pass up the cards too.
We're going till 2:30?
Yeah, we have another half an hour, but they gotta be ready to go too.
Whatever works with you guys. I just want to pass on my autograph cards,
Maybe another,
couple of questions, and then,
5 minutes.
perfect. I have them, sorry. I'm gonna go around, do you have the other one? Because these are gonna be done. I'm gonna pass around autograph cards. On the back of them, they share a little bit about me. And then as I do that, I'm gonna share a little bit about my service initiative. So we're gonna think if you have any last questions, we'll come back to it, but until then, I'm gonna chat a little bit. Sound good? Okay, so does everybody know we take care of our oceans, lakes, and rivers, right? So my service initiative is called One Bottle, One Straw, One Bag at a Time. Can everyone say that? One bottle.
One bottle.
One straw.
One straw.
One bag at a time.
One bag at a time.
And what I do with my service initiative is I talk about protecting our oceans, lakes, and rivers, not only in Minnesota, but all over the country. So I've been able to work with really, really big companies to talk about what sustainability. Can you say sustainability?
Sustainability.
With a raise of hands, who can tell me what sustainability means? I'll pick on someone if you know. Sustainability. It's kind of a big word. You want me to break it down for you? Okay, let's share. So sustainability is, in an essence, taking care of our planet in the best way possible. So that means, anybody drink out of plastic water bottles? Yes? So with a raise of hands, and I'll pick on someone, what do you think one thing you could do to eliminate using plastic water bottles? What do you think you should switch to? Go for it. Paper, good. What else? Metal. What else? One more. Go for it. Say that. A plastic water bottle. So we would want to switch a plastic water bottle, which I don't have mine with me, to what's called a reusable water bottle. So that way, yes, just like she has up here. Exactly. She's being a great environmental advocate. Oops, sorry, bud. Here you go. Do the other one. Do the other one. Oh, perfect. Maybe down the line. Sorry, I got distracted there. Where was I going with that? One bottle of strong at a time. Yes, so then the other things that we like to do is we talked about doing those things outside that keep our nature clean. So if you, yes, go for it. If you are on, do we like to take walks in the park?
Yeah.
Yes? So the next time you're out walking in the park, try to notice around you if there's trash around. And one of the things that I did leading up to Miss Minnesota was I created I'll be right back. I need a, perfect, where did I leave off? Back here? So yes, that's my one takeaway, to start taking care of our planet each and every day. Yes, of course. I'm gonna make my way down the line. Okay, now that I kind of did that little talk, who can tell me with a raise of hands, and I'll go around and pick on some people, some ways that you already in your daily life care for your environment, and I'll pick you out and let me know. Go for it. Oh, his glass is broken. Can someone help him? Perfect. Go for it. Do Using less plastic, good, go for it.
What, I have a question.
Oh, what's your question?
You got $28,000 for a scholarship?
Yes, so remember how I talked about scholarship, service, success, and style? So with competing in the Miss America organization, I earned $28,000 in college scholarships. So all of the money that I've earned goes straight towards my education, and I'll be able to, with a great blessing, graduate debt-free just through competing with the organization. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Where's that? Perfect. Mom, do the other ones? She's my help for right now, I think. Perfect. Okay, back to those environmental questions. Who else can tell me how they care for their environment? Yes. Go for it, bud. Hold on, I can't hear. Hold on, I'm coming up to you because I can't hear you too well. Favorite which one was? I'm not sure. What's check account?
Absolutely.
Oh, back to the auto box. I'll have to do my research and get back to you. Sound good? Perfect. Does someone have an environmental way that they impact back here? Go for it. Recycle your bottles. Good. Awesome. A what? A Lamborghini. I do not have a Lamborghini. I'll circle back someday if I do, and I'll take you for a ride. Last one. We'll go right here. And don't litter. Perfect. Well, yes, we're gonna get your picture. Before we wrap up, I just want to say thank you so much for letting me come and take some of your time today. I loved answering all of your questions. We're gonna try to take a big group photo. Is that what we're trying to do?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Are they gonna come this way or am I?
We're gonna all come up
Okay.
front.